And I tell you, out of all those characters, that's the one I kind of identify with the most, because I think, and I think you see that a lot in your school. You have people who kind of like have, and then you have people who have kind of like messed up lives, and sometimes it's kind of hard to relate to that when you're not part of it. You have to kind of be exposed to it, and that's what happened to Claire. So that's another character. So if you don't think about like them on the surface, think of it a little bit deeper. You have the nerdy guy. He's good intellectually, but is he any good with social skills? And let me ask you something. Do you need social skills to survive in this world? 100%. Even look at it like from like something you can relate to. Like you have a teacher, right? You can have a teacher who has a PhD in a subject, who's really good, but if they can't relate to the kids, if they don't talk to the kids, if they don't have the kids respect, they're gonna be shitty teachers. I've actually seen that in some schools I work. I mean, I'm not just talking off the top of my head. I've seen a guy come in, all the credentials in the world. You come in with your resume, and a guy gets hired on the spot. One thing, hated kid. Couldn't relate to him. The kid couldn't stand him. He's a terrible teacher. Okay? So that's another character. So that's kind of like what the Geek was. The guy who wrote the essay for all of them. And he calls them the Breakfast Club at the end of it. He's really good at us, terrible with social skills. And then you had the introvert, the girl who really didn't talk. She's kind of like a weirdo, kind of like an outcast. I think sometimes people kind of fit into that category too. And then she needs to be brought out of her shell. Like the parent, her and the jock guy, you would never see that at the beginning. And then at the end, they kind of have more in common than you would think. And then also, I think a character that kind of gets overlooked, or kind of like a deep character, is the Dean, the Mr. Carbone type guy. He's pretty much like a big asshole because he's working with kids. He's in this job for like over 20 years in, and does he like the kids? No, like he doesn't stick to them the whole time. Like sometimes, really, is it true? Is it just funny the way I say it? I'm sure Mr. Crackle is the book that way too, right? I mean, like you guys. I hear everything goes in the hole. I know how you guys see, so I get you. No, but this guy is unwilling to change. He went to this job, and again, this is some like people who are mean and bitter and unhappy, and that's that dude. Because if you look at him, the janitor treated him like that. He's like, you went to this job because you thought like, summer's off, it was going to be easy, and, the kids would respect you. That's exactly why a lot of people go into teaching. Okay? Yeah, summer's off, I'll talk to the kids, and they're going to like it. You got to kind of like change, you got to adapt. I find myself doing that all the time. Having to change. The school I came from before that, this school, two completely different schools, two completely different cultures, gave me adjustments to me. Always adjusting, by the way. This guy, it was so set in his ways that he was unwilling to change. And because he was unwilling to change, he was kind of unhappy, he was bitter. And then there's something psychologically called counter-transference. When you're not happy with your stuff, what do? You take it out on others. Sometimes people like keep it inside and they don't, and sometimes they're like, they're not taking any responsibility. Not my fault that I'm unhappy, it's your fault. It's your fault that I'm unhappy. So I'm going to make life miserable for you. And that's what that guy was doing. Okay? So I think those are the main characters. So what Mr. Crackle wants you guys to do is pick one of the characters from The Breakfast Club and compare him to Holden Caulfield. Holden was the main character, right? And wasn't he a little bit of an outcast? Doesn't the book kind of open up with him kind of like looking out, watching a football game? Like he's not part of it? So I think he's kind of like an introvert a little bit too. And then he kind of starts to find his way a little bit and going to the night club, right? He starts to really get into jazz, if I'm not mistaken. I read this book for a while, so you guys probably know a lot better than I do. So you have to do two things, right? One, what do they have in common? And then the other thing you have to do is which character is the least like Holden, okay? Hand it in and it'll be graded. I'm sure if you do it halfway decent job. Mr. Pratt will give you a good grade. Also, keep this in mind, I tell this to like my classes, really short marking periods. Tomorrow's like basically half a day. Then next week's only 4 days. You get your time before. But do you know when the marking period actually ends? Like, the marking period is over on March 21st. So when we come back next week, you know, you really have 1 week of February and then a couple weeks in March. So there's not a lot of time to get like a lot of grades. So if you can get like 100 on something like this, I think it goes a longer way in this marking period than it does any other marking period. All right. When you're done, you want to listen to music, you want to look at stuff on your Chromebook, it's good. The only thing I'm asking you to do is kind of keep it down. This is my free period, so I got work I have to do. All right? If you have any questions about any character from the movie or anything I can help you with, I'll be more than glad to help you.